three teams in pod number 6. Now we're ready to start. Mehdi, may I please ask you to step up to pod number 6 and please draw the first team.
DPR Korea.
DPR Korea have 2 FIFA World Cup appearances to their name already in 1966 and 2010.
And DPR Korea will take position A6. We can now proceed with the next team, please, Mehdi.
Kuwait, 44 years on from their first appearance, Kuwait are now planning a return to the greatest stage of all.
And Kuwait will take position B6. Mehdi, please, let's draw the last team from pod 6.
Indonesia, representing Southeast Asia, 5 wins and 20 goals scored so far, is the best ever qualifying campaign totals for Indonesia's men's national team.
And Indonesia will take position C6. With that, we've completed pod number 6. We'll move on to pod number 5 next. But first, let's look at a video that introduces us to the teams that are in pod number 5. And so there we have them, the teams in pod 5. Mehdi, please, could you step up to pod 5 and draw the first team?
Kyrgyz Republic.
Kyrgyz Republic, or Kyrgyz football, has been on the rise in recent years. Will the next step up be a first ever FIFA World Cup place?
And Kyrgyz Republic will be team A5, joining DPR Korea in Group A. Mehdi, please, let's draw the next team.
Palestine.
Palestine are enjoying their best ever qualifying campaign as they bid to make a maiden FIFA World Cup appearance in 2026.
And Palestine will take position B5, joining Kuwait in Group B. Mehdi, let's draw the last team, please.
China PR.
The People's Republic of China are looking to grace the FIFA World Cup for a second time following their tournament debut back in 2002.
And People's Republic of China takes position C5, joining Indonesia in Group C. We've now concluded pod number 5. We're ready to move on to pod number 4, but let's look at a video that will introduce us to the teams in pod number 4. And there we have them, the teams in pod 4. Mehdi, please, may you step up and draw the first one out.
United Arab Emirates.
The UAE are looking to return to the tournament for the first time since their debut at Italia 90.
And United Arab Emirates takes position A4. Mehdi, let's move on to the next team, please.
Oman, they progressed to today's draw as impressive group winners with 4 wins and just 1 defeat in their 6 second-round games.
And Oman goes into Group B, position B4. Mehdi, let's draw the last team from pot 4, please.
Bahrain.
Bahrain earned their place in today's draw with 4 clean sheets and only 1 defeat in their 6 matches in qualifying round 2.
And with that, Bahrain takes position C4. We've now concluded pot number 4. We're halfway there. We're now going to move to pot number 3. But first, again, let's look at a video to introduce us to the teams that are in pot number 3. And there they are, the teams in pot 3. Now, Shinji, it's on to you to please step up to pot number 3 and draw the first team out.
Uzbekistan finished runners-up to the Islamic Republic of Iran on goal difference in the second round after going through their 6 qualifying games unbeaten.
And Uzbekistan takes position A3 in Group A. Shinji, please, can you draw the next team from pot 3?
Jordan reached the AFC Asian Cup final for the first time earlier this year. Can they now follow that up by qualifying for their first FIFA World Cup?
And Jordan will take position B3. We can now draw the last team from pot 3.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia have qualified for 6 of the last 8 editions. They reached the round of 16 on debut at USA 94.
And Saudi Arabia taking position C3. With that, we conclude pot number 3. We're down to the last 2 pots. We'll go with pot number 2 next, but let's take a look at a video to show us which teams compose pot number 2. There they are, pot number 2 teams. Shinji, please, let's go ahead and draw the first one.
Qatar, the reigning AFC Asian Cup champions. They made their FIFA World Cup debut as hosts in 2022, becoming the 80th nation to take part in the greatest show on the planet.
And Qatar will take position A2 in Group A. Shinji, please, let's draw the next team from pot 2.
Iraq.
Iraq's only FIFA World Cup appearance to date was in Mexico back in 1986.
Iraq taking position B2. We're down to the last team from Part 2. Shinji, please.
Australia.
Australia, the Socceroos, they've featured in 6 editions of the FIFA World Cup and have lined up at each of the last 5 tournaments.
And Australia taking position C2. With that, we've concluded part number 2. We're down to the last and final part of the day. And I can already tell the excitement in the room. The coach is making maybe which group to avoid or which group to better be placed. So let's quickly take a look at the video to introduce us to the last 3 teams in part number 1. And there they are, the highest ranked teams in the AFC Confederation. Shinji, please step up and draw the first one out, please.
Iran.
The Islamic Republic of Iran are striving to secure a 4th straight FIFA World Cup appearance and a 7th overall.
And Islamic Republic of Iran takes position A1, officially completing Group A. Shinji, we can now move on to the next team, please.
Korea Republic.
Korea Republic, the Taegeuk Warriors, have made more FIFA World Cup appearances than any other AFC nation, with 11, including the last 10 in a row.
And Korea Republic taking position B1, officially completes Group B, and now we're down to the last team in today's draw. Please, Shinji, let's draw it out.
Japan.
The Samurai Blue, they're aiming for an 8th straight appearance at the tournament. They've progressed to the round of 16 4 times.
And with that, Japan taking position C1, officially completing Group C. Now the draw is officially completed. Thank you, Shinji. Thank you, Mehdi. Why don't we quickly review all the groups? We'll start with Group A, led by Islamic Republic of Iran and joined by Qatar, Uzbekistan, United Arab Emirates, Kyrgyz Republic, and DPR Korea.
In Group B, we have Korea Republic, Iraq, Jordan, Oman, Palestine, and Kuwait.
And last but not least, Group C, led by Japan and joined by Australia, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, China PR, and Indonesia.
Well, Manolo, that completes the draw, but I am really, really curious to get the thoughts of our draw assistants today. So can I kindly invite the gentlemen, Shinji, Mehdi, and you, of course, Manolo. I want to pick your brain, get your thoughts on what you have just seen. It's thrown up some really interesting matches. What are your first thoughts when you look at the teams that have been drawn into these groups?
We have now 3 wonderful groups, and my feeling is Group A with Iran, Qatar, Uzbekistan, and Group C with Japan, Australian, and Saudi Arabians are very tough. But we know in the football we don't have an easy group, easy game. Can everything happen? And I'm sure we will see big surprise.
Yeah, there's always surprises in football, isn't there? What are your advices or that you can give to these teams here who have just been drawn? What can you tell them?
I played 4 times in the same level, and my experience and my advice to players is very simple. Enjoy the games.
Yeah.
bring the best performance, and finally fight on the field for your nation and countries. And I wish all players and coaches all the best in the final round.
Thank you very much. It's such a privilege, isn't it, to be able to play for your country, as you know as well. I've just had a look at Group C, where Japan is. They're drawn in with Australia and Saudi Arabia. What do you think the Japanese team will be thinking about the group they've been drawn in?
I think so. I don't forget play against those two teams, so Australia and Saudi Arabia, very strong and maybe so close to results. I don't know, but also other teams now improve so a lot, and maybe good competition.